Are you interested in playing the latest Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door? This is the Switch remake and this game is popular right now. So if you're interested in playing the Switch game into your PC, then this is the perfect video tutorial for you to watch. So first of all, what you need is that you'll need to have a decent PC, and also you'll need to have all of the 3 files here into your PC, and also you will need to install an application called Ryujinx. So for those who don't know, Ryujinx is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can play any Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have all of the 3 files here installed in Ryujinx Emulator. As you can see here, I have Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. It's version 1.0.0 and it's in XCI file format with a 5.4 GB file size. So I'm gonna teach you first where to get Ryujinx Emulator officially, and to do that you'll need to open a web browser. Just type in Ryujinx Emulator in Google search and hit search. Ryujinx.org is their official website, so be sure to click on that because that is their official website. Click on the get started, and now you can choose on which installer you want to install into your device. So there are 2 installers for Linux, so be sure to get the one that you need. And for Mac, be sure that you are in Mac OS 12 or later version in order for you to install Ryujinx Emulator. And for those who are in Windows, be sure that you are in Windows 10 or 11 PC. So since I have already installed this into my Windows 11 PC, so I'm just going to skip on this part because the download and installation process for this is really easy to do and is really straightforward. So go ahead, click on download, install it now into your PC. So I'm just going to skip on this part now, and I'm just going to assume that you have already installed the latest build of Ryujinx Emulator. So go ahead, open Ryujinx Emulator. The latest build is version 1.11318. And your Ryujinx Emulator will not look like mine here because this is your first installation, so it will look empty and it cannot play Switch games yet because it will need to have these 3 files here installed in Ryujinx Emulator. So what are these files? These files are the Nintendo Switch firmware and the Nintendo Switch keys. The firmware should be in version 8.0.0 and the keys is 18.0.1. Now you will need to have the Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door in XCI or NSB file format so that Ryujinx Emulator will be able to detect and play this game. Now if you're asking me on how to get all of the 3 files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console which is fully modded and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can now fully access your Nintendo Switch system files. Once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just look for the firmware file and the keys files of the Switch and transfer them into your PC. Now, in order for you to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally, own the physical copy of the game wherein you have purchased it from a physical store, or you bought it in the eShop. So once you own the game, you can now digitally back up that game into an XCI or NSB file format, just like mine here. So for those who want to try out this game but don't know where to get these files because you don't own a Switch, all you have to do, guys, is just scan this QR code here in the screen with your QR code reader so that you'll be redirected to the page wherein you can get a copy of all these 3 files. So be sure to check out the website, the entirety of the website, and see the things that I've highlighted here in my desktop and get a copy of these files and transfer them into your PC. So I'm just gonna assume that you already have a copy of the files and that you have it now into your PC just like mine here. So I have put mine in the desktop for you to easily see. So it's time to install them in Ryujinx Emulator. And to do that, you just go to Ryujinx Emulator again, then go to File, open Ryujinx folder, and then locate on System folder. Open that folder, open the keys zip file in the desktop, then drag or drop or copy and paste the product keys and title keys inside this folder. This is necessary, and if this is your first installation, this folder should be empty. Okay, once you have copied the files, close in this. Then the next step is to install the firmware file. And to do this, just go to Tools, go to Install Firmware from XCI or zip file, locate on that firmware file and hit Open, and it will say that we'll have to install this firmware version. Hit Yes, and it will say Successfully Installed. You'll know the installation is successful because your Switch games will now be detected and it will show you the game icons of those games. So if you see a game that doesn't have a game icon, that means that you're using an outdated firmware or an outdated key. So be sure to only follow the QR code that we put on screen to only get and play Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. Now, for the next step is that we will need to optimize our Ryujinx Emulator so that there'll be no drifting, no crashes, no black screens, or graphical glitches into our playthrough. And to do this, just go to Options, go to Settings, okay? And in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. So these are my settings for the general tab. The game directories is wherein you will store your Switch games. It could be anywhere into your PC. Just be sure that you put it in SSD and that your games are in XCI or NSB file format. Now go to input. I have connected my Nintendo Switch Pro controller here and map them up the same as a Pro controller. So if you have other controllers such as PlayStation or Xbox controller, you can connect them here, map them up according to liking, but the dead zone for both left and right sticks should be set in 0.20 or 20%. This will fix the drifting issues into your playthrough, so be sure to change that. Now go to keyboard and hotkeys. These are default settings, so no need to change anything. In system, you could change the system region, language, time zone, and system time to whatever you like, because there are games that requires you to change some date to progress the game much faster. You can do that here. Now go to CPU. Be sure to copy my settings, really simple. Now go to graphics, the most important part of Ryujinx, so be sure to copy everything in my settings here. Graphics backend is that it should be in Vulkan API. Your preferred GPU is a dedicated graphics card. You should have that. Features and enhancements, you should enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale should be in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of Switch. But if your PC cannot handle that, then all you have to do is just revert back into native resolution, which is the base resolution of the Switch. But for me, 2x resolution is the best because it works well for me in my graphics card. And once you're done here, go to audio. Really simple settings, so be sure to copy that. So if you want to play multiplayer or online, go to network and be sure to copy my settings here. Once you are done, all you have to do is just hit apply and hit OK. Congratulations, your Ryujinx Emulator is now fully capable of playing Switch games such as the latest Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. So a little bit of a disclaimer, I will not be able to show you guys a gameplay of this game running to my PC because we all know how strict Nintendo is and they do not support this kind of content. So if I show you a gameplay of this game running to my PC, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down the same way as they have taken down using Emulator. So I hope you guys do understand on that part. But I am willing to compromise a little bit to show you proof that this video tutorial is working. That's why I'm gonna boot up into the title screen of Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door now in Ryujinx Emulator. And once I am in the title screen, I'm just gonna stop the emulation from there on, okay? And also, I'm just gonna blur things out here so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strikes into my channel. And again, please do understand. So I am now here, and as you can see, the game is running. So I'm just gonna stop the emulation from here, okay? So as you can see, the game will run 30 FPS with no issues at all. As long as you have followed all the steps that I have shown you in this video tutorial, you'll be able to get the Paper Mario Thousand-Year Door into your PC and you'll be able to fully optimize it to run into your PC using Ryujinx Emulator. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of this game, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them as fast as I can. Subscribe to my channel, this will help me out. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Goodbye for now.